buy me a lifestyle. For several weeks, I've been getting really irritated with grifters, with the people who expect YouTube viewers to help pay for their lifestyle. I don't understand it. I don't understand why. One, I don't understand why anybody could think that YouTube viewers could pay for your lifestyle, but I don't understand why some YouTube viewers do help pay for a lifestyle. I don't understand it when there's so many other places that you could put your money. There's so many other people who really need your money, but you're giving it to somebody who's wanting a certain lifestyle. I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm getting more and more angry every time I see it. Something reminded me of a story. I think I told it recently, I'm not sure, of when I think Phil was about 4 and there were friends round playing, and one of his friends came up to me and said, Phil wants a biscuit. And of course it was the friend that wanted the biscuit, not Phil. And it was that childlike way of getting their needs met, which is normal. That's how children get their needs met. So they were sort of, they were manipulating me or attempting to manipulate me to give them a biscuit. But that's normal 4-year-old behaviour. And it's not manipulation. It's just finding a way to get your needs met, which is a good thing. But when you're in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, that's not how you get your needs met. You don't persuade people, however relaxed and subtly you do it, to buy you things. So you don't put, what I've noticed recently is a bit of product placement going on, I'm thinking of getting this, and then they show what it is that they're thinking of getting, which is a sort of, it's not subliminal to me, because I see it and think, what the fuck are you doing? But it's like a bit of a message about, this is the one I want. This is what I'm looking at. This is how much it costs. And people go and, buy you a coffee or buy you a flower or buy you a seed or whatever. But there are people out there that need those little donations of money to help them on in their lives. And why would you not give it to somebody who really needs it, rather than somebody who wants it, doesn't need it, and could probably manage it themselves somehow? It's just making me angry, as you can tell. And I've just brought up my Kiva page, because when I go to Kiva and I lend money, because these people aren't grifting, they're borrowing money. It's microfinance, I think it's called. So they borrow a sum of money that many of us contribute to the loan, and then they pay it back. But it's a very small repayment. It might take 2 years to pay it back. But what I do on here is I go and I normally search for women, and I normally search for hygiene, and if there's nothing on there for hygiene, then I'll look at health, and you've got people wanting to buy enough materials to give themselves an indoor toilet. Now that's important, isn't it? We all have, we have 2 toilets. I was watching a Escape to the Country yesterday, this couple coming back from France, and they needed at least 2 bathrooms, and of course it's want, not need, but they were quite specific about that, and I was thinking, what the fuck are they doing in their bathrooms that they need 2 bathrooms? But anyway, that's not the point. We have what we want, don't we? We live quite a rich lifestyle, and we don't need people to give us more money. But if I didn't have an indoor toilet, it would be quite nice to borrow some money to build me an indoor toilet. But the people on Kiva are borrowing money and paying it back. It's a way of them improving their lives without grifting. And I think that's really important. I think it's, if you're going to start, I did toy with it 18 months ago, the buy me a coffee thing, and very quickly thought, no, I'm not going to do that because I just didn't like it. People said to me, oh, do this, do that, we'll buy you a coffee. And I'm thinking, but why would you? I don't want you to spend money on me. Your comments are enough for me. I don't need you to buy me coffee. I don't need you to give me money. I'm not providing a service. Some people might say I am, but I'm not. I'm just doing what I do, and it isn't a service. It's me talking about what's going on for me. It's me sharing stuff about what's going on for Mark. It's me sharing stuff about France, but it's not work, and I'm not providing a service. So why would you pay me? YouTube pay me peanuts, but they pay me. I don't want it, don't need it. I donate it. I haven't done that for a while. I'll do that in a bit. But yeah, if you've got money that you're giving to a grifter on YouTube, how about you give it to somebody that really needs it? Somebody, maybe join Kiva and give it to, people that haven't got a toilet, or I'm just looking at what the other ones have come up. Toilets. Because I put in water and sanitation. What else can I put in? Health. I mean, some people, having to pay for an operation. Mark's just had his and not paid anything for it. But some people need money to pay for operations, and for some reason, this isn't opening now. That's good. So yeah, give it to Kiva, give it to the homeless, give it to a charity, give it to Crisis at Christmas if you're in the UK. And that brings me on to another thing that annoys me, is that when I give to Crisis for Christmas or the RNLI or Médecins Frontières, is it Médecins Sans Frontières? They send me stuff in the post, and that really gets my goat. They send me, it's like, I've donated to you. You don't need to send me stuff and ask me for more money. When I've got money, I'll give it to you. And you're wasting money on postage and paper and whatever. And that really, really pisses me off. There's a charity I've been supporting for 8 years or more called the Butterfly Tree. And they don't beg for money. They don't send any paperwork. All of the money goes to the orphans in Zambia, I think it is. Gambia, might be the Gambia. And Jane, who runs it, every so often, about once a year, will email me, thank me, tell me what's going on with the 2 children we support. Tell me when one of the children is now leaving because they're 18, what do I want to do? And I move it on to another child. That, for me, is a very well-run charity that isn't paying overheads to all the CEOs and whatever. She's a real philanthropist, and I admire her greatly. But that's beside the point. So give your money to charity. Give it to a charity that means something to you. A pet charity, maybe. A lot of people think about pets. I think about humans. I'm not going to say any more than that because it pisses people off. But for me, humans first. Do that with it. Don't buy coffee. Don't buy them a lifestyle. They don't need it. And they shouldn't be wanting it. God. Right. Rant over. And, rant over. Shut the fuck up, Kathy.